right now on Wildlifers. Dustin is taking his wife Lacey to New Mexico for a chance at her first elk, and the bulls are fired up in Bugle.
We're in northern central New Mexico. Where we're going, I've been here before, there's not a lot of elk, but what they do have is some big elk.
The first 20 minutes, we had already laid eyes on this gorgeous elk, and I'm like, I'll take that one. And they're like, oh no, you just wait.
He's fixing to smell us. For me to get one with a bow is just something that's on my list.
I really had never seen him so excited.
That's what we do right here. That's why we do this. That is so much fun.
There are 3 roads that lead to the same destination. There are 3 players seeking to achieve one goal. Why do I hunt? It's who I am.
Where do I find the passion? It's in my blood.
How do I keep going? It's what I live for.
We are the Wildlifers.
You know, this hunt, we've been talking about it for months. I mean, as soon as I found out last, probably February, that me and Lacey were gonna get to come on this hunt together, it meant something special. We're ready to hear Bugle in the morning. I mean, that's what we've been talking about for the last few months. And just got back from Africa, had a great hunt with her in Africa, and now we're in New Mexico fixing to go after some elk in the morning. Lacey has never hunted elk before. This is her first elk hunt. She's heard me talk about it, and you know, I've tried to prepare her, but there's no way you can get her prepared for what can happen in an elk hunt.
This is turkey hunting on steroids. Is when they start answering.
Yeah, that's when it gets fun. You start hearing a bugle.
Yeah, we haven't heard one yet, but you're going there. You know, we're on an awesome property that doesn't have a lot of elk. We just got to go find them. And we keep moving and bugle and listen and try to hear one and go to him. So I can't wait to get on some elk.
Running camera on a hunt like this is nerve-wracking, especially on that hunt, because that one was arguably the first time that I allowed myself to be on a camera that mattered. I'd run a camera, you know, half a dozen times before that, but there was always 2 cameramen there. Really, really nervous that I was getting what we needed to get and not screwing it up, and trying to make sure that I was focused and make sure that I'm hitting record, and I stressed myself out way more than I needed to.
Well, we just heard our first bugle. He's a long ways over this ridge, somewhere in that direction. We're gonna try to get closer and, you know, see if we can get him to answer again and see what he is and go set up on him.
He sounded really big, huh?
Well, he's a little far for me to tell that, but I think if he was 100 yards and I heard him, I couldn't tell you if he was big or not without looking at him. But
The guys heard it and they started looking at each other like they were super excited about something, and I was just sitting here like, okay.
you know what's
I'll hear
funny?
the next one.
What's funny is I always get in trouble for the TV too loud because she says I can't hear, but I just heard the bugle and she didn't. You know, hey.
You do have the TV way too loud all the time.
Seen him yet, but we're gonna set up, call and see if we can, you know, if we can get a look at him, maybe get a shot. Seems like he's moved. We haven't got a look at him yet. That was a long, good view. Okay, we've made a move. The wind is still good. We've set up in a different spot. We got closer. He just answered us. He's probably 150 yards away. Heard him again. This hunt's kind of unique because, you know, I'm using a bow. My wife's using a rifle. The seasons kind of overlap and they allow that. It's something that doesn't happen everywhere. So we're gonna use that to our advantage. You know, if a big giant bull comes in and doesn't want to commit and I don't get a shot with it, Lacey's behind, she's got a gun. We can kind of go either way. Kind of gives us some options.
Goddess was coming one direction, and in turn was fixing to come through this hole, so we swapped again. Shoot that bull with my bow, no doubt. It just, some stuff happened there. He went on one side, we swapped, and I think he might have saw us, and then he walked by us at 67 yards was my only shot opportunity. And, first day, 67 yards walking, it's a little out of my league. I'm kind of like a 8 yards or closer kind of guy. Like, I'm good out to 9 or 10 yards, but 67 walking, I don't want to take a chance and just sling one at him. I want to make a good shot. That's what I'm here for. I practiced all summer. I feel confident, out to 60 yards, but I need him standing still for sure.
Wildlifers is brought to you by Bill Fick Ford. That's no bull. Vault Aviation, a different kind of whitetail. Barnes Precision Machine, USA made with unmatched performance. Wise Eye Tech. And Melon Creek Outfitters, raising standards, not fences.
This morning, we're gonna try to do the same thing we did yesterday. We're gonna go, get out there at daylight, start listening for bugles. We're gonna go back to where we lost that herd last night because we know they're close.
Elk last night. We didn't even have to bugle. They're already fired up. Hear one right now. We're gonna try to slip down here and try to call them up here. They're fired up.
So we start working around trying to get our eyes on him to see what he is. We work him for about an hour back and forth trying to get our eyes on him and never can see him. Eventually, Nick and I decide, you know what, let's just call to him, see if he works, and let's see what he is. We set up, he sets up down a little finger, I set up on top, and as soon as he starts cow calling, he's answering. It's not very long. I mean, it happens very quick. I can see the tips of his antlers coming up the draw that we're on, and he's literally coming right towards me. So as he's coming to us, I know, hey, he's right here. He's fixing to be within range. And as he steps into my view, I go ahead and draw my bow back, and he hasn't seen me, has no idea we're there, but he stops right behind a rock ledge. I can see his neck and his antlers, and he's right there at 5 yards, but I don't have a shot. So I have to be completely still as long as I can, and I don't know how long I held my bow back, but my arms were turning to jello. My nerves were going crazy. I've never had an animal that big in front of me standing still that long that I'm trying to make a perfect shot on. He eventually turned. I still didn't have a shot. Still didn't have a shot, and he walked away. And we decided, hey, it's time to make a move because he's not spooked. We didn't spook him. He just decided there's no cow there. I'm going to go back. So we started shimmying down the ledge to try to get a good shot at him. And it was crazy because he immediately disappeared on us and was gone. And I was just like, how did he get out of this little hole before we got there? Because I felt like we got there fast. But it wasn't just a couple seconds later, he's coming up a different way. I mean, this bull's hot. He wants to find that cow that he hears. This time, he sees me draw. He doesn't know what we are. He hasn't smelt us, but he decides that he's going to get out of there. So now we got to move again. Stuff was happening. My heart was beating. We got up to move and my legs wouldn't work. That is what this is about.
This segment is brought to you by Barnes Precision Machine, USA made with unmatched performance.
Is that not awesome?
Oh, it's awesome.
Has this not been some of the most awesome hunting the last day and a quarter that we've ever had? He's got some character. Thank you, man. Hey, I tell you what, to sit there and have, hey.
Congratulations, I'm so happy for you, bud.
Heart shot.
Well, he was quartering so much, I guess is what it was.
Heart. Nice bull.
I love him, man.
He has character. That's what's cool about him.
It's a Lacey kind of bull.
I know. What's up with that?
He's got some long beams too. Look at that.
Well, he said he saw big whale tails, you know. At the end of the day, when you get to take a bull like this and do it with my bow, it's kind of been, I'm not gonna say a bucket list thing, you know, but ever since I missed one a couple years ago with Bridget here, just drove a piece of me that said, I've got to do it. I've got to do it, man. I don't want to not get that done. That's a hunt that I can tell you right now, I'll never forget it.
Dustin got an amazing elk this morning. I was so happy for him. To tell you the truth, he better be glad that he got his eyes on him before I did, because my rifle goes a little bit further and he has tons of character. That's exactly what I'm after. I can't wait to go see what we can find this afternoon.
We're gonna drive around, glass these big canyons, see if we can find anything, stop and bugle off in the canyon, see if we hear anything. And then once we do hear something, move ourselves in position on foot to be able to see what it is and if it's something we want to go after. We stopped to just glass off of a canyon, and we heard a bull bugle, and we walked up the hill a little ways and looked at it through the binoculars, and you didn't have to think very long on that one.
We lay eyes on this huge elk. It's the biggest thing I have ever seen. He has character, he has mass, he's freaking a monster. He has it all.
He's coming out on the right side. Coming out on the right. Come out through the line.
Yeah, he's coming all the way into the open. It's 260, 256 where I got him at. 258.
For more information on hunting with Tri-State Outfitters, give them a call or make sure to visit them on the web.
I am about to kill a monster bull. And any moment when he comes out, I am gonna smash him.
It's right down there, 260 yards. This will be at least part of the shot. But it's the size of a piece of plywood, so I think we'll fix it and get him. Just let him get him past that tree and then in the open. Y'all ready? Like it on fire. Take your time, squeeze it. He's gonna quarter now, it's turning. Just let him turn a little bit. Don't shoot him in the ass. Okay. He's right behind the shoulder right here. You can feel him right now. Let it out. Take your time. He's perfect right now, so just take your time. Hungry. What? Get ready. It's ready. It's ready. You see him? Wait. Right on his shoulder. Right on his shoulder. Hit him again. Get on. Stay on him. Wait till he stops. Stay on him. Take your time. He's coming right to us. He's going to come right to us. He's going to stop behind this tree. Looks like that first shot. Looks like that one that hit him a little low.
I can't see him.
He's going to come out to the right in that opening. He's going to come out. He's going down. Stay ready. Stay ready. Stay ready. Stay ready. Stay ready. See, he went down. I think he went down behind the tree. Take the gun, Dustin, before she drops it.
I just shot my first elk. He's huge.
This could be the greatest day of hunting I've ever had. This morning I got one with the bow. And we came out here and found a giant bird, and she just shot him. I can't wait to go.
I can't wait to go see him.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at all of his character. Oh my gosh. He is a monster. Oh. Holy freaking cow.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's bigger than I thought.
He is huge.
That is a bull of a lifetime.
Oh my.
Just so you know, Lacey, elk are supposed to normally have like 12 points. Yours has 15.
And they're huge for you.
And they're all big, heavy.
He's massive.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a 390. You're right. He's like a 390.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
freaking huge.
I love him. I love him.
Look at.
Honey, it's probably the biggest bull we've ever killed on this ranch.
Oh my gosh. Dustin, I think this is like possibly full body mount material.
Oh,
That's the second one I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
Good job.
it was worth
Thank
it.
you so much, Dan.
Everything is bigger than it looked.
Everything is
Every
cooler.
point is like 5 inches longer than it looked.
Oh my gosh.
Look at how thick he's even out here.
I know.
It's like a freaking 7-inch mass on an 8-inch mass.
Oh my gosh.
He's even got a little, he almost tried to have another point over here.
That is insane.
He tried here too.
What a beast.
He is amazing. I mean, I was ready to shoot the goober looking bull.
That is a bull of a lifetime, baby.
This was a trip of a lifetime.
This
He's
was
bigger than any bull in my house.
this was a day, the day of a lifetime.
Yes.
Tri-State is an amazing outfitting business. They hunt, I think, like 1 million acres. And I harvested the biggest elk in the 20 plus years that Tri-State has been outfitting me, this girl. I took him.
Elk are just another example of hunters saving wildlife. You know, if anybody wants to take 5 minutes of their time to research it, the proof is right there in front of you. And the other side is doing everything they can to circumvent that, most recently with their bringing the wolves back. But at the end of the day, the hunters saved the elk, and at the end of the day, if need be, they will save them again.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Vault Aviation, a different kind of whitetail.